Today we are back for round 2 of the Ice Dog. No, not really. I guess there's nothing technically new on my team today. But as I said, I got a lot of teams, and so this was one from the Academy. So the Academy is a Discord group centered around helping you get better. That's all it's about. So it provides team, training, coaching, all questions all questions you have get answered by experienced, powerful players. It's the only place that happens on Earth, I'd say. I don't think you can get access to players who know what they're doing as easily as you can in the Academy. So that's what we're about, and they provided a team today, and we're going to be using it. I feel way more comfortable as far as yesterday I played for a long time on the live, right? It's almost an hour and a half live. So it's like, okay, we know a lot more about what things do. I'm adamant on this one, so I gotta be careful. Scarlet will be a little beach. So looking at this, Cien Pao is great. Quite literally can sweep them. We don't have a lot of setup fodder, but that might not be a problem because it's such a threatening mon. He also is very weak to, no, he's not weak to Garchomp. Garchomp is just Ghost technically. He's very hazardable. The hazard control I see is, I don't even know what hazard control would be. So Scarlet likely to rear his ugly head. He's very weak to Corviknight, unless he leads with the ground thing, which so Scarlet makes sense. I'm likely gonna get U-turned into Garchomp. Yeah, it's gonna take the Rocky on me, which is fine. Primarily because, as I said, he's super weak to my Cien Pao. I'm debating whether or not I should kill his Dondozo. He doesn't have any good dragon resist. He's also really weak to Goldengo, I just noticed. So we're gonna opt for a Dragon Ball. His Garchomp's actually kind of annoying. So I'm debating whether or not it's better to Draco Meteor than switch or to U-turn. I think U-turn is better on his Gar or whatever the fuck, which gives me the Shed Tail opportunity, which gives me the Goldengo. Or what, depending on what he goes to. He might not switch out. This is a really bad mon. Well, I don't see an item, so I don't know what these kids are running these days. There are a couple ways to go about it. I've just noticed I've faced so many Dondozo, so he leaves it in. John to me is Goldengo fodder. It's a lot of things fodder, but I think Goldengo gets the most mileage because I'm pretty sure this is a kill if I go Goldengo. So he's curing salts or whatever the fuck that shit is. Nasty plot, obviously. And with the balloon, Garchomp's actually the worst play you could have made because one, you may get a hazard up, but oh yeah, he broke the balloon with the but the Garchomp was a huge bitch. So that being gone is a nice, handsome thing. Very handsome indeed. As Scarlet comes in, which I figured as much. I probably could take a knock. Corviknight's core purpose is actually to take this thing on. I probably don't get too killed by knockoff, even if he's banded. Because of the item being gone the next turn. So now I forever wall as he opts for the Goldengo. I do have Tinglos, so I'm not concerned about this. He may trick, in which case it's fine. But Tinglu is literally, well, it destroys the Volk as well. So suppose it's not invulnerable, but I wouldn't like it tricked though. But I mean, it is what it is. I have other ways to deal with the Volk. Do I? I guess I have Sucker Punch. Maybe I don't have other ways. Everything well needs to. My alternative is to go to Cyclizar, but it's a free hit. I probably should have U-turned there. Yeah, I knew he was gonna trick. U-turn would have been good for Corviknight because I can just go back on his Mirror Scarlet and trick, and I don't need my Corviknight for anything else. Whereas this, I do. Because Poison Moth is weak to thing, I'm gonna actually go for the. But I can get him to go for knockoff. Maybe, right? So Dragapult is phenomenal versus Dondozo. This could go a couple different ways. I don't know what Dondozo's special defense is. I'm just going to drag. I think he's going to leave it in. It didn't take it well. Okay, so he expected me to U-turn out into the Cyclizar, which I thought about, truth be told. So this being that weekend is great for my Xianpao. So Xianpao, I'd assume it's probably Scarda. Xianpao just destroys him now. I only have Sucker Punch as my dart move, and then Sacred Sword. You know, I don't know enough about what people tend to use to know if that's a good thing or not. It goes for Make It Rain, obviously. He has nothing to guard against ground. But we'll just, it's probably going to try to sack the Dondozo, which is irrelevant to me. So, what I don't want him to do is go Meow Scarda. I suppose it doesn't really matter. And I just don't think the Dondozo is relevant enough for me to opt for more than a spike. Yeah, like, because he goes for Wave Crash or whatever he rests. And that's fine. I don't think this thing is Sleep Talk. Yeah, I force back in this. And then this, you get the situation which you were trying to avoid, which is a Shed Tail into my Goldengo. But you go Iron Moth and his heavy duty boots. Let's go Xianpao here. I really wish I had a dart move here. Like an actual dart move. And the only way he's breaking my sub is I'm a Sucker Punch. He goes hard Dondozo. Swords Dance. See how. No, this probably isn't gonna do shit. Let me see how much Sacred Sword does. Yeah, that does nothing. So we're just wasting time here. We do no reason to waste the time. So we Draco here, even if he goes to Gargantuar or whatever the fuck that shit called. I don't know how much Draco's gonna do, but it should do. Because it's not a shot. Now I can Shadow Ball away. And my Tinglo is healthy enough to take on his. Because Iron Moth is the only offensive threat he has remaining that could do something. Let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. So he's gonna go for that rock move. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. I don't need my Goldengo to be at full for any reason. So obviously he fears the rock move here. I'll pivot back to Cyclizar. I haven't used my Terra type yet, which I just dawned on me. This recovering his health is annoying. So Iron Moth is what I figured may come in. Beam boost is a little annoying. Me Shed Tailing. Dondozo wasting the sleep turns is a bit annoying too. I could have done that better. This game could have been over already. I just didn't. Actually, frankly, just forgot that I didn't have a dark step. I don't know, man. I really prefer. I don't like not having crunch, especially because I keep running into Dondozo. If I had crunch there, we would have destroyed him. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. This could go a couple different ways. Because now Dragapult is hard walled by the Gargantuar, because I can't Dragon move it, and I can't. So he obviously tries to poison move here. I'm debating whether or not it's worth the Shed Tail. I think it is, because of Tinglu's. I don't want it taking any unnecessary damage. So we just Earthquake here. I mean, you could go for some other shit. I don't even know if this gets Bug Buzz. I think of it as a Volcarona. So it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, this seems to be the big difference it would make if I U-turn with Corviknight, because you see the lack of importance Corviknight holds, and if I had Corviknight tricked, yeah, if I had Corviknight tricked, wait, how did he? Took nothing from that. It's not that like it matters. He has to U-turn. He could Flower Trick, so that breaks the sub, and then he has to go to Dondozo. Which allows back my, what he doesn't want is Goldengo in. But if I can force this to rest, yeah, I pivot out on the Gar or whatever the fuck. It's gonna have to take a ton of hazards repeatedly, even if he leaves this in. Oh, he's Boots. It just dawned on me that a subscriber of mine actually was pointing that out. It's like, Jan, how did you not notice it was Boots? So we can now make it rain freely. Iron Moth is a non-concern with my Dragapult around. No, I wouldn't say non-concern, but it's not the biggest deal in the world anymore. And I could have went for Shadow Ball there or Recover, but the Dondozo has used up all the sleep turns. No, I mean it reset the sleep turns. Sludge Wave, that did a ton to me. No poisoning, which is good. I do think he leaves this in, but it's fine. He doesn't. I'd love to get rid of this thing's item. I don't think the Volcarona gets... so it goes to his own Goldengo. Probably makes it rain. It's fine. I'll just turn up Shadow Balls. The reason I didn't expect Shadow Balls because of my the Cyclizar, which I will end up going into here. I don't think there's a downside to Cyclizar because I knock and kill. Actually, do I kill? 27%? Yeah, I should knock you out. Yeah, okay. And because of its speed, it forces me on Scarlet. Oh, it was Boots the whole time. It never took damage. It just dawned on me, never took damage. I was just assumed it was Choice this whole time. Yeah, it never took damage. That's a little annoying. Tinglao would just murk him right now. Man, I gotta be mindful of my Corviknight, truth be told. I no longer need this, so I'll just have him knock it out. I think this is definitely the least important member. Yeah. It has a lot of Boots users, so I can go Thingy and Roost, and he'd have to go Iron Moth. Okay. So I'll just overheat on the off chance he does some weird shit that's not a move that can knock me out, like knockoff. It turns into the dark type. Yeah. I just dawned on me that it's Boots. So my brain, so what happens is I mean, just in general, this is how your brain operates. Because you have like mental models of what a mind is supposed to be doing, it's very difficult sometimes to, like, your brain will literally, because you're thinking so far into the game, your brain will literally not pay attention to the turn by turn. I did not expect that. So that's not good at all. That's actually very not good. It's actually very not good. Yeah. It's very not good. Very not good. Very, very not good. Is there any reason not to just make it rain? I'm not knocking out the Volcarona with Shadow Ball, I don't think. The thing has good super def. Yeah, so we just make it rain. Tinglao is on the team for this at this point. Yeah, I made this game a lot harder than, oh, what the fuck? Can I get rid of his? That's really not good. That's really not, because everything on his team has boots. Oh, that's really, well, I mean, I don't regret anything. I'm glad I learned that I can defog, but it's only relevant for, yeah, that's and then the guard, whatever, can potentially come in. And my whirlwinding doesn't even mean shit. My spiking doesn't mean shit. Yeah, that is tough. Because you want to get the Gargle back so that you don't get Dragapulted. Shit. I'm debating doubling the Golding. I'm just wondering if it's worth it. The Terra Fairy, man, this guy, it's weird shit is really messing me up. And if I'm gonna double the Goldengo here. He always goes to this. What I'm gonna do is Nasty Plot first. Iron Moth is a pretty safe switch. I need the Iron Moth gone. I need it gone. It's the only thing he has to stop my Goldengo. And I just terrestrialize Ghost here. I doubt he can if he can one-shot me, I'll be peeved. 68% Goldengo is no slouch HP and SPDF wise. Flamethrower. Oh, Fire Blast might have done it. Fire Blast might have done it. I'm very disappointed by that. I really need to learn my Goldengo calc. Fire Blast might have done it. Truth be told. So it's funny again. This game is even remotely close because I didn't U-turn and let Corv get tricked. Because he's using knockoff as his primary move, so I would have destroyed him with the. So now I have to defog. I don't care if the Dondo. Everything is boots except Dondos, and I can set the hazards back up. So we'll let the Garg whatever comes in. Now it does now mean that you know, he can do his annoying things, but yeah, Crunch would be great. How much does Salk here have? It has decent amounts. Because he's gonna go for Salk here. I'll probably have to stall these out. See how much Brave Bird does. Nothing. Okay. I don't have enough Roost for this. That's such an annoying move. I probably should know anything like by his body press on the dark type. I know he's just an Assault here 9 times out of 10, but when I thought about it, I was like, you know. Probably body presses, recovers. Okay. Assault here again. Iron defenses. Do I care? I mean, do I care? Of course I care. But because Goldengo obviously is immune to body press, so I always have the upper hand in that situation. So I U-turn. Why not give him Tinglao? I rocks up, I suppose. I have the Goldengo in. Oh, Goldengo has 401 special attack. That's fucking amazing. I'm just not sure how much Make It Rain will do. I don't think it matters. Okay, yeah. Like, even if he doesn't die, I get to go pulled. I get to go pull U-turn. Dondozo or Scarlet. I mean, I guess I could just Shadow Ball. Why not Shadow Ball? Dondozo is the only thing that could come in on a ball. And there's no point in saving this. But I prefer the U-turn makes more sense, actually. Going hard Dondozo wouldn't make any sense, and saving that wouldn't make any sense. So what I want to do is have the Dondozo come in. It's asleep, right? We get to U-turn out and get the free switch into Dragapult, which is an insured. I don't know if this gets a boosting move. I mean, what would your, I'd assume Sucker Punch and whatnot would be other stuff. So do I need that to Shadow Ball here? There's no point in Dracoing. That thing took it really well. Scarlet comes in. A crit on my Sucker Punching every time, but he's actually faster than me. Okay, say he doesn't go for Crunch would have done the game in here. Or just Sacred Sword twice now. Oh, he had I didn't know his sleep turns ended, so he just Shadow Ball repeatedly since he can't touch Pulp. This might be a roll. I should rest again. But because of the rest turns, obviously. But that game did not need to be that hard. I did not need to fight that hard for 14 points. But again, mistakes that I made. I should have known he'd trick. I mean, I didn't. But I've seen so many different Goldango. Like that guy had mono heavy duty boots, so technically could have been boots Goldango as well. This guy is right at the cusp of 18. Should be a good game, maybe. We'll see. Okay, now I see why it's funny, like I love it. So I took Sacred Sword off, and now he has a King Gambit, which is showing me why they have Sacred Sword. But I've seen that shit turn into fairy types, so I don't even trust that. But I guess if I can, can force him to terrestrialize into something else, it wouldn't matter. But King Gambit's a bitch for me. Like, I mean, literally, like, how do I beat that shit? I could see this being one of the few teams that would would. So what I'm looking at now, because a lot of my Goldango is Terra Ghost. Like I can think of ways to get around the King Gambit, but with what I have, but at the same time, no, but it would turn into Fairy, because this is Terra fighting. But as I said, it would turn into Fairy, so that doesn't really serve me. So I could see a case for Body Press, Corv, or Goldango with a different Terra type, so that I don't get Sucker Punch dropped. What would people try to use on Goldango? Ghost. Yeah, Dark is a better Terra type on this. Though the Shadow Ball did help there, I don't think I needed it. It's gonna be a very hard game for me. Not really, maybe. Xianpao is good behind the sub, so we'll see. We'll see. Still have the Terra fighting. Can change that to probably Terra Dark, since I don't have the Dark move anymore. I mean the fighting move anymore. It's a tricky one, my friend. Cyclizar covers. This could be Scarf. I mean, he has a Clodsire and a Corviknight. In this metagame, man, you just never know. You just never know. Yeah, let's just go Corviknight. He close combated hard. He's probably Scarfed. I don't think you ever CC hard there if you're not, as he also his own Corviknight. It's a question of who's slower. I don't have anything I want to come in on this. Interesting love, my Tinglo is really good, but I just don't want to come in on a U-turn. Like for what? Because I have to time this really well with my hazards. Especially because it seems to be defog, which is best case scenario. It's probably Scarf Down fan. I did a lot to my Corviknight. Actually, it's probably even Adamant Scarf. Don't want to waste a turn roosting, so I'm going to defog this turn. and have him U-turn out on the Rocky Helmet. I want Corviknight position, and I want that little bit of chip from my Ting Lao later. Not Ting Lao, my Chien Pao. The hell, man. So it's all these names, man. But Cyclizar's an interesting role offensively as well, and that Surprise Overheat is gonna play a role versus the King Gambit, I think, because there's no way in hell King Gambit ever goes through Sucker Punch versus Cyclizar. Now, this is a funny mon. It does a lot of funny things. Cyclizar's typing actually naturally guards against it. Ting Lao obviously could get the upper hand switch here, but thinking if he goes for the Torch Song and Terra Fairies or something like that. I want to scare him a bit. I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, I know Will-O-Wisp is an option. So Shed Tail, you fear Torch Song. Not fear Torch Song. I'll Shed Tail. I could knock his item off, which is probably Boots, but I think because Ting Lao shouldn't get broken by anything. Maybe it was better to go to. But I know he's gonna Torch Song though, and Torch Song actually goes through sub, which is great for us, so that he technically can't break the sub, and he's weak to ground, so he wants to be mindful of this. We're gonna rock Torch Songs again. 18%. I'll get a spike before I switch. I'm taking a ton of damage, but it is what it is. We're whirlwind. That's racking up. God damn. So King Gambit comes in, which is best case scenario, honestly. One, because I'm faster, I believe, and I get this young Earthquake off. Ting Lao is no ways dying to an Iron Head, and for this shit right here to kill this, I more than gladly sacrifice my Ting Lao. So Corviknight comes in. He knows what the fuck he knows what the fuck it is. You're never defogging. He U-turns, rightfully so. But the Goldengo is a huge issue for him. And every time this doesn't heal, because now he's very Shadow Ballable. Very Shadow Ballable. Iron Valiant. Damn it. I don't know why he went to this. I don't think you can ever kill me. I mean, aren't you walled? Unless you're like Choice Banded knockoff. I don't see an item. I don't think even that would do it in, but you must have something weird and stored for me, because why would you go to an Iron Valiant? Like, I literally wall your type. So what I'll do is I'll opt for Corviknight first to see if it's like a Choice Banded knockoff. He goes to it to Moonblast. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't. Maybe he's just not prepared for this. Corviknight taking this hit isn't ideal, but he could have Thunderbolt. I'm debating what I want to do here. If it's worth my Corviknight getting Deft. Because Dragapult is also an option to switch into here. Yeah, he does have it. But I knew it wouldn't kill me. I don't regret that. I don't regret that. It's just there's certain things. There's just, you cannot predict certain things in this game. He's getting very CM powerful right now. My Corviknight being gone is a big issue. Very big issue. Probably a bigger issue than I even took note of, because Great Tusk, if it's scarfed as it is, upside, well, Tingy might go for ground move though. Maybe he's banded. It can't be banded. I mean, the CC did do a lot. Maybe he is banded. Yeah, whatever, I'll spike up as he toxics. This is gonna be relevant to be shadow balling his team away. And the spike's gonna be relevant for my, again, we've already had this conversation, young man. So Goldengo positionally is just phenomenal. Again, the Terra type, this thing might be, Yeah, I shouldn't have left Corviknight in. I'm just, because he moonblasted my Goldengo, that really threw me. So I'm like, he might try to moonblast my Corviknight too. So I didn't want to switch. What's my Terra type? Obviously, Terra Ghost would let me live. I think I actually don't even know about that. Let me go Tingle first. Headlong rushes. I just don't know if he's scarfed. I mean, I feel like CC would have done more to my but I'm a max defense damn near Corviknight. And he switched the Polt out. I gotta make a call. If he is Scarf, I mean, I gotta get another defense drop. Tingle can win, so that's why I'm not like, it's not the end of the world. But it does make this game a lot closer. So Shadow Ball, he has to go to King Gambit. And he's not sucker punching ever. But Cyclizar has done what it needs to do. Yeah, I knew you weren't sucker punching. It's irrelevant though. You don't sucker punch here either. She don't even know if I kill him with Ice Crunch. Sucker punches. Come on, man! Fuck! Oh, it killed. Phew! Man, that, bro, I would have been too tight. It's not Scarf. So you get crunched. I have one more turn of. I mean, you may live. Life Orb, I don't know, who knows. Terra Fairies. Okay. We'll see, man. We'll see. If it's Scarf, Great Tusk, that's it. That's all she wrote. What's my play here? Polt. Terra Polt beats Curlage thing. Actually, what is his other move? Torch Song goes. Yeah, my Polt would beat Scarf. If he's Scarf, then I lose anyway. Unless I terrestrialize the Goldengo and Ghost type neutral. Wouldn't that be a better trade-off? Fuck it, hey, if we lose, we lose. So Headlong rushes. So we Terra Ghost. I'm not dead. Okay, so he was. Okay, now I learned to roll. So because I am part. Oh wow, that he only has Hex. That makes sense though. GG. So yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go the Goldengo route, because if I go the Goldengo route and he's not Scarf, I lose. GG. And so it finally broke 1700. Why did it take so damn long? So I'm gonna end the live here. Actually, I have a very, very packed day, but I wanted to get this recording done early so that I can, when I'm on the road, I'll edit it and whatnot. But I obviously can't record on the road. So thank you for watching. And 1800s next, and 19, and numero uno, which might be in the 2000s already. I know Storm Zone's on the grind. Close. Yeah. So we're already gonna have to do hella work, but it is what it is. It makes it more satisfying when we get it right. It's gonna take some grinding. I don't have to do that on the screen. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.